There's a small town on the French Riviera that sits between Nice and Monaco, and most people just drive straight through it. That's a mistake, because Beaulieu-sur-Mer means tiny beaches, ancient Greek architecture, crystal clear water, and one of the most beautiful coastal walks on the Riviera. But before we show you any of that, let's quickly look at the map. Beaulieu-sur-Mer is actually one of the easiest day trips on the entire Riviera. You can get here from both Nice and Monaco in about 20 minutes by train. So Anya and I are in Beaulieu-sur-Mer today, and here's what we've got planned for you. So first we'll take you into the Villa Kerylos, right behind where Anya is standing. Then we're taking you to the beach, and we'll finish the day with a beautiful coastal walk over there. We've got our tickets, and before we head inside, we thought we'd first take you into the gardens of Villa Kerylos. Now, what exactly is this place? This villa is sitting dramatically above the sea, looking like it was transported here straight from ancient Greece, and not exactly blending into the typical Riviera townscape around it. Well, Villa Kerylos isn't just Greek-inspired. It was designed as a full recreation of an ancient Greek noble house. As we said, the setting couldn't be more spectacular either. The villa is surrounded by the sea on 3 sides, with incredible views towards Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat. When we filmed here in mid-May, the wind was blowing pretty hard, which actually made the visibility even clearer. I mean, the palm trees are practically bending sideways in the storm, but the horizon could not look sharper. And wow, look over to the left for a second. Not only have these 2 guys found an incredibly idyllic fishing spot, you can also see just how crystal clear the water is here. And behind the fishermen, you can already spot the Marina of Beaulieu-sur-Mer, where we'll be heading later on our way to our favorite beach in the area. Before we take you inside the villa itself, a quick stop downstairs, where the Gallery of Antiques displays full-scale casts of famous Greek statues. The villa was built here in Beaulieu-sur-Mer between 1902 and 1908 for Théodore Reynac, a French archaeologist completely fascinated by ancient Greece. Together with architect Emmanuel Pontremoli, he recreated what a luxurious Greek villa from more than 2,000 years ago might have looked like. And honestly, walking through it feels slightly surreal. One moment you're on the French Riviera, the next it suddenly feels like you've stepped into another era entirely. Of course, even the name Kérylos comes from Greek mythology. It refers to a seabird believed to bring good luck. One of the craziest details? Almost everything here was custom designed for the villa, from the mosaics and the marble columns to the furniture and inscriptions. And don't forget, people actually lived here. This wasn't built as a museum or some kind of fantasy set, it was a real home. Upstairs, you'll even see the Reynac's bedrooms and bathrooms. And quickly, if you've been enjoying the places we show you in our videos, don't forget that we've also created a complete written travel guide for the French Riviera. It's a downloadable PDF packed with our favorite towns, beaches, restaurants, viewpoints, hidden gems, and practical tips, with tons of direct links to our videos and Google Map locations so you can easily plan your own trip. Just scan the QR code on screen to find out more.
We want to go to the beach now, and it's only a 5 to 10 minutes walk because Beaulieu is really tiny.
One thing we really like about Beaulieu-sur-Mer is that you can easily explore the whole town on foot. The distances are short, the sea is never far away, and there's always something to look at. And like many places down here on the Riviera, Beaulieu has its own little microclimate, protected by the surrounding hills and mountains. Which explains why everything somehow feels especially lush and Mediterranean here. We're actually running a little behind schedule today, so there's no proper restaurant stop for us right now. Just a piece of focaccia from the supermarket eaten on the go. Honestly, still excellent. Over there, close to the main port and right by the water, you can spot one of the most iconic hotels on this part of the Riviera, La Réserve de Beaulieu. It's been around since the 1880s and originally started out as a seafood restaurant for local fishermen, which is actually where the name La Réserve comes from. Over time, it evolved into one of the legendary grand hotels of the Côte d'Azur, welcoming guests like Winston Churchill and Pablo Picasso. From here, with the pink facade and the Mediterranean right below it, you can really see why people fell in love with this stretch of coastline in the first place. And by the way, just opposite La Réserve, you could turn inland towards the old town of Beaulieu. We're skipping that part today though, because honestly, we just prefer the seafront here. A few more steps past the town hall, and there it is, the Marina. Actually pretty large for such a small town. And down by the boats, we've already spotted a cute new cafe we definitely want to try later. Strolling past the yachts is always entertaining. There's constantly something happening here.
Last year we did the coolest thing right here. We're going to show you some pictures, have a look.
So right here on this quay, we boarded a sailing boat with Laurie and Remy and headed far out into the Mediterranean to look for whales and dolphins. Yeah, whale watching is actually a thing here. And with a little luck, you can spot these incredible animals out at sea. Did we get lucky with the whales? Well, you'll have to watch the video we linked up there in the corner. By the way, there's another very tempting distraction here at the Marina.
Those restaurants behind me created a lot of really good memories. We used to live in Nice, and when the children were little and the family and friends came over, we came here quite often. And this was actually a tip from some local friends.
But sadly, no long Marina lunch for us today. The beach is calling. Plage de la Petite Afrique is probably Beaulieu's most famous beach and also one of the warmest spots on this stretch of coastline. Thanks to the cliffs and hills surrounding the bay, the beach is naturally protected from the wind and has its own little subtropical microclimate. That's why you'll notice all the exotic vegetation here. Giant palm trees, tropical plants, even banana trees. And despite being right in the middle of the Riviera, the setting somehow feels surprisingly calm and enclosed. The beach itself is a mix of pebbles and sand with incredibly clear water and beautiful views towards Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat and the cliffs above Beaulieu. What we also love here is the contrast. Luxury villas and dramatic mountains behind you, and directly in front of you, this bright turquoise Mediterranean. It's one of those places that feels almost too picturesque to be real. And now it's finally coffee time. Surrounded by yachts, some floating, some propped up on land, we settle in for a favorite afternoon drink. And honestly, how cute is this little cafe? It's only in its second season, we found out, and opens every year from May until the end of October. And besides coffee, they also serve a few other drinks, plus sweet little treats ranging from crepe to ice cream and cake. But as always with us, there's no time to linger for too long, because we still have one more beautiful walk planned for today. Now we have to cross the town one last time, heading back towards Villa Kerylos along streets that are now glowing in warm afternoon light. Opposite Beaulieu's smaller second marina, you really can't miss this enormous curved building with a dome on top. That's Le Cristol, originally built as a luxury Belle Époque hotel at the end of the 19th century, back when the Riviera was becoming Europe's winter playground for the rich and famous. Today it's been converted into private luxury apartments, but you can still clearly feel that grand old Riviera atmosphere. And the huge rotunda under the dome, now used for events and conferences, is actually listed as a historic monument. Back on the other side of the road, right below Villa Kerylos, lies the Baie des Fourmis, literally the ant bay, complete with a beautiful sandy beach. Nobody seems entirely sure where the name comes from. Some say it refers to the tiny fishing boats that once filled the bay like ants. Others claim that viewed from above, people on the beach looked like little moving dots. Either way, it's one of the calmest and most sheltered bays around Beaulieu-sur-Mer. The beach here is much quieter and more relaxed than some of the Riviera's famous hotspots, with beautiful views across the water towards Villa Kerylos and Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat. And because the bay is naturally protected from strong waves and wind, the water is often incredibly clear and calm, perfect for swimming or paddleboarding. And now, finally the walk we promised you. Starting right here at the Baie des Fourmis is one of the most beautiful seaside walks in the Riviera, the Promenade Maurice Rouvier. The path follows the coastline all the way into the heart of Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat, with no cars, uninterrupted sea views, and that feeling of being completely removed from traffic and busy Riviera life. On one side, you've got dramatic villas, lush gardens, and hidden stairways disappearing to the rocks. And on the other, nothing but the Mediterranean stretching out endlessly in front of you. It's an easy walk, mostly flat, and one of those rare places on the Côte d'Azur where you can simply slow down and enjoy the scenery. Which is exactly what we end up doing. But if you continue all the way into Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat, we definitely recommend finishing the day at one of the restaurants around the harbour. Not a bad ending to a Riviera day trip, honestly. And as always, thanks for spending the day with us. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to Riviera Go for more hidden gems, beautiful walks, and day trips all across the Côte d'Azur. And maybe we'll see you in Beaulieu-sur-Mer someday.